Well, I hope you're all happy because Japan has now banned tourists from visiting its geisha in Kyoto. Look at this. What used to be one of the best sightseeing spots is now just getting flat out shut down.
Kyoto has banned tourists from the Geisha district over out of control behavior.
There is no tourist ban in Japan. For the past few weeks, tons of Japan influencers have been making videos on this topic with scary titles and ridiculous thumbnails. It's sad that some people out there decide to give us tourists a bad name, but even sadder that some others would casually spread misinformation, intentionally or otherwise. I happened to be in Kyoto after the supposed ban took effect, so today I will quickly talk about what really happened, why your next trip to Japan won't be affected, and what you should do when you arrive. The area in question is Kyoto's Geisha district in Gion, centered around Hanami-Koji Street. This district, home to traditional Japanese performing artists and entertainers known as geishas, remains a top tourist spot in Kyoto for its atmospheric beauty and historical appeal. But what most tourists aren't aware is that much of the district, especially the narrower back alleys, is private property, even though they are accessible from the main street. So people can unknowingly wander into private space, which was in fact not a huge problem until recently, when this led to issues with tourists trespassing and harassing geishas, blocking their path for photos, and in some cases even pulling on their clothes. This is unacceptable behavior, I believe, not just in Japan, but in any other part of the world as well. Therefore, the government had to step in and put up signs warning about trespassing on private roads, in addition to the existing no photography signs with penalties for violations. But is this a tourist ban?
None shall pass. What?
Absolutely not. First, it's not saying that you cannot do something now you could do before. Trespassing on private property has never been something anyone should do in the first place. The government is merely spelling it out for those unaware. Second, the rules aren't aimed exclusively at tourists. They apply to everyone, including locals and both Japanese and non-Japanese nationals, without exception.
You cringy weeb.
Third, it doesn't prevent access to the geisha district entirely, only to its private areas. You can still fully appreciate the district's charm without being a menace to society. So it's not a ban, nor specifically for tourists, but what can you do upon arrival? Is it okay to take pictures? And what if you wish to watch the geishas perform? Before I started recording this footage, I asked a policeman next to me on the Hanami-Koji Street if I could use my camera on the main road, and he confirmed it's fine to take photos here, but not on the private roads. Similar to many other countries, there is no law in Japan prohibiting taking photos of public spaces or the people in those spaces.
Stop touching her!
So if you see a geisha on public streets, it's also okay to take a picture of them from a distance. Do not stop them for a selfie or ask them to pose for you. As long as you're on public property and not being a nuisance while taking your photo, you're in the clear. However, I'm not a lawyer,
3 is binding.
so if this information is incorrect, please do let me know in the comments below. If taking photos from afar isn't enough for you, you also have the option to experience geisha performances up close. Numerous restaurants and tea houses in the district provide shows or private sessions known as Here you can interact with them over meals or drinks and party hard like it's 1688. In addition to that, you can enjoy traditional Odori shows performed by geishas in the area. One such example is the Miyako Odori, which takes place at the opposite end of Hanami-Koji Street. The performances are scheduled 3 times a day from April 1st to April 30th. I was extremely excited to discover this show during my visit to Kyoto, but my itinerary didn't allow it, so I'm still heartbroken to this day. However, if you are in Kyoto now or planning a visit before the end of the month, I highly recommend trying to get a ticket. So what this entire video tries to say is, you're not banned from Kyoto's Geisha district. You can still explore the beautiful city however you plan to. But more importantly, whatever your plans are, be courteous, honor traditions, and avoid actions you wouldn't appreciate if done to yourself, as you would anywhere else in the world, and Japan will open up to you like a cherry blossom. That's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.